presence I've not felt since.
We got one!
This town needs an enema.
Do this now. Run, Barry, run!
Shazam!
One shall stand, one shall fall.
Oh yeah, we're back with another episode of Heroes at Large, talking about comic books, movies, and all the geek stuff out there. Let's do roll call. NEEHIGH,
AVAZ,
Badass James
Drewski.
I am the knight.
What's up, guys?
how's everybody doing?
It's
Pretty good. Pretty exciting week.
A lot of good news out there.
well, there was a lot of stuff this week.
Yeah, we'll see. We're going to try and get through everything. We'll see. We'll do a little movie reviews, comic reviews, and some verses.
Yeah,
Some verses.
yeah. Drewski brought in some really cool toys. We're gonna talk about those too.
Mm-hmm.
And
And that leads into our verses because it was pretty interesting what we talked about off mic.
definitely.
Yep.
And then we're gonna do a short movie review on Captain Marvel, right?
Spoiler free.
Spoiler
Spoiler
So
free.
it'll be. You guys can go ahead and listen to it if you haven't watched the movie.
Just because not everyone here has watched it.
Yeah.
Whose fault is
We
that?
won't say who. Drewski.
So, guys,
You guys could guess.
about the movie.
Well, let's start with entertainment news.
News team!
Some couple new trailers, guys.
And which one we got? The new Aladdin. I know we were kind of critical last time about Aladdin.
Right, Dynamite. So you guys, did everybody here see the new Aladdin trailer?
See.
Drewski,
Yes,
Yeah.
seen
Yeah.
it.
Dynamite.
Yeah. It was different. I wish this would have been the first trailer that would have dropped
Yeah.
over the one they originally did. Was it Super Bowl that it came out?
Right.
Yeah, well,
So it was Super Bowl. If they would have gone with this trailer, I think it would have swayed me a little bit better, a little bit more than it did. The first one did.
Well, that last one we got was still a teaser, and it was only like less than a minute long too.
well, that's the first time they even showed the genie in the last teaser.
right.
It was a split second.
I think that's what they were going for.
Yeah.
They just wanted to show the genie really quick.
That's what that seems what they're trying to do. They're trying to just build up. So here's a taste of Aladdin. Here's the the main title with the theme
Yeah.
song,
Yeah.
and then here's a trailer and your favorite character, the genie, at the very end.
Right.
So this one kind of revealed a little bit of
little bit
everything.
more, yeah.
Gave us Jasmine, gave us Aladdin, gave us even a little bit of Jafar, and then of course it gave us the Will Smith's genie, which.
Well, let me ask you, Drewski, really quick. What did you think of the trailer? I mean, has this changed your view on the movie, or are you still against it?
I'm against it. I mean, I'll watch it eventually, but I'm not going to rush to the theaters and watch it opening weekend.
When you get
just
that-
because to me it still looks like the same exact movie as the cartoon, and I'm not
Sure.
saying that they shouldn't do it again, that there shouldn't be a remake, because I know a lot of people out there who have kids who are about the age that they were when they saw the movie. But I just don't see the sense in watching the same exact movie again just because it's live action. I'll show my son the cartoon Aladdin 3 or 4 times, and I'm just not I'm not down for paying money just to see the same movie again. I'm not.
Because he's already got it at home for free.
Exactly. I'm not. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but it's not exactly the same movie because if I saw right, I saw what was the parrot's name? Iago.
Right.
Iago. It looks like Jafar may turn him into a dragon.
No, it looked like just a big bird because they paused it already.
Well, who knows? I mean, because Jafar
That's
obviously
something
has got a lot of
that's
powers and stuff. So
that's something that wasn't in the movie.
yeah.
So I mean, granted, they're going to take a little bit of liberties. There's certain things you could do in cartoon that you can't do in live action, and vice versa. The only problem that I probably still have, the way Will Smith looks as Blue Genie.
Right.
And I think if they would have just maybe have morphed the face a little bit, given him the strong, pronounced chin that the cartoon had,
Yeah.
and then obviously Will Smith when he turns human, because I mean that's what they did. That's what the new trailer does have, is him as a human, and back and forth. I think it was just Will Smith.
Whoa.
Well, see, that was my problem with the trailer at first. When I watched it today, I was like, Will Smith again, But then I started watching it again, and, it's not a cartoon. So, in the cartoon, the genies blew the whole entire movie.
Yeah.
So, in this one, you got to see it's a live-action movie. So, I understand now why the genie is a human, Will Smith, right? So, that was at first. But it makes sense now that I watched the trailer twice, that, okay, I could see him as who he is. I just say, I'm not...
You guys keep saying this thing where the genie's human. The genie's not human. Okay.
When the movie
he
it is.
disguises himself
Well,
he
to
poses
look,
as
to
a
look
human.
human. He's not
But-
human.
And he
doesn't
do
become
that-
human till the very end of the movie.
And he did do that in the animated movie as well. He did turn himself human when he was introducing
Right.
Prince Ali.
Yeah.
The thing is, okay, the CGI blue to him just looks ridiculous. If
Yeah,
they're
it
gonna
does.
make him blue, just do makeup. It doesn't look bad on like Gamora, for example, or it doesn't look bad on
Yeah.
Nebula. The colors don't look bad as makeup. So give him some makeup. But you're gonna CGI his whole body. It looks ridiculous. It looks fake. It just doesn't look good.
It looks like Will Smith in blue.
Yeah,
They
it looks
should've-
like they're gonna CGI Will Smith into the movie, but we know
they
he's
could
portraying
have
it.
changed the face a little bit more to look like a genie, not Will
You make
Smith.
it more cartoonish.
Yeah, more cartoonish.
Yeah, if you're gonna use CGI to change his color, just change everything about him. Make him a CGI,
Like-
and then let him play the human portrayal
what?
of the genie.
An example would be like Thanos.
Who?
You know Thanos from
Infinity
He's saying Thanos.
yeah, that one too. You know how the
the
face.
Mexican Thanos.
Yeah, the Mexican Thanos. El Thanos de Mexico.
El Thanos.
Thanos. Well, you know how CGI worked on him.
Yeah,
You know, it's the expression on the face made the character not who
Exactly.
And just so you know, Mexican Thanos' first full
Thanos.
name is Cayetanos.
he is.
From Oaxaca.
El jefe Thanos.
Okay. All right, real quick, Dynamite. How do you feel about the movie? I mean, has it changed at all, or are you still?
You know what? The second trailer swayed my opinion a little bit more to wanting to watch it in theater.
Yeah.
If I did see, I think Entertainment Magazine Weekly, they had pictures of Will Smith not blue,
Right.
and people lost it.
Yeah.
And then they saw him blue,
And they lost
and
it.
people
again,
lost
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
So the combination, like NEEHIGH said, is kind of like he's trying to disguise himself to be human. That version works.
Right.
The version, like Drewski said, doesn't work. Is I'd rather have him be, not to say 100% cartoony, but let's morph up the face a little bit, because you're right, it does look a little hokey because he's all CG, and it's kind of like they should have gone with practical makeup and effects in order for that to happen. I think it would have been a little bit more realistic, it has worked with, again, those
Several movies.
So how would you feel if he's human half of the movie?
I mean, if he's human half the movie, I mean, okay, I'm not saying what I like about movies. Any movie, not just this movie, even horror movies, any movie really. I don't like unnecessary CGI, and to me, it just seems unnecessary. You're gonna use CGI to paint Will Smith blue. Just give him makeup.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, whatever the cost is for the movie, it's Disney. They can blow out a few extra $100 billion or
But
whatever.
not to mention, if it's comes up to dollars, CG is more expensive than makeup.
yeah, so just
Save some
it
money.
doesn't make any sense to me.
Give them some makeup.
Unnecessary CGI, it to me, is just dumb. It ruins a movie because now I'm distracted. Now everybody was talking crap about Superman's mustache being CGI removed from the Justice League movie. Okay, so it's the same thing. It's unnecessary to CG Will Smith blue when you can just paint him. Just use makeup. Every other movie uses makeup. It's practical and it looks better. It looks
You
realistic.
just give him dots and make him talk, and that's it.
Give him
What?
dots.
You know the dots when you do the CGI?
Oh,
Yeah, he's
the
talking about the
mocap?
mocap. Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's what they did.
No,
I mean-
Yeah, it
was
should have
only-
been.
It looked like his face.
He's saying that you should have just seen him without the CGI and just a little
Well,
dots.
the mocap, because he's not that buff. As far as I know, he's not as that buff. I mean, but
How do
so
you
that's
know?
all CG.
It could be just older, not necessarily buff, just overweight.
Who knows?
Plus, come on, guys.
Who am I to body shame?
Is he really? Is he? I just can't get over the.
Well,
fact-
here's the
Robin
thing.
Williams was the best genie ever. I don't care who you are.
Okay, but is Will Smith the obvious choice for Genie? Would you have picked somebody like Zach Galifianakis?
Jim Carrey.
No,
No.
Jim Carrey's played out.
No.
Yeah, he stopped in the 90s.
But I really do like Zach Galifianakis if he would have been the Genie.
I don't know. His humor would be completely different, though. I
It
mean,
might be.
Yeah,
but he
I
did a good
can't
job.
see
He
him.
did a good job as the Lego Joker. A lot of people didn't know that was Zach Galifianakis.
That's-
I thought he did a good job.
that's
as-
true, but I don't think the Lego Joker was as quick-witted as the genie's supposed to be. That's the problem.
All right, so
you
if
need to find
cast
somebody that can talk.
Genie, who would you cast?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's
I mean, that was always a big question to me when I first heard about them wanting to make this
hard
movie.
to put on some shoes and top Robin Williams, you know?
Yeah, it really is. You're right.
So-
It's unfair to try to compare the two.
I mean,
but at the same time, Robin Williams' Genie is just so memorable.
he's gonna do. Will Smith would do his own. He's gonna do his own mark to this Genie. So hopefully it's good.
He's gonna Will Smith rap the
Yeah,
Never Had a
yeah.
Friend
And
Like Me.
that's what I was saying before. That's what I think it's gonna be. Yeah. Oh yeah. That's exactly what's gonna end up happening. Is he's gonna rap the whole thing. I mean, what do you expect?
Like, give me a beat, Jazzy Jeff.
Oh, that's what I want to see. I want to see Jazzy Jeff pop up somewhere in this movie.
He's gonna be with the scratch.
So even
You know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, so
it is.
even if Will Smith does a good portrayal of the Genie, whether he's human or whether he's blue, another charming thing about Robin Williams' Genie was that they made the magic really work in the movie.
Wait, are you talking about the cartoonish
Yeah,
magic?
I'm talking about the cartoon movie.
Okay.
His Genie always had cool magic. He made it funny, and then Robin Williams obviously was able to add the voice to it to make it even more memorable.
He did the Genie no matter what. 'Cause remember, in the first movie, it was him, and in the second part, it was somebody else.
Yeah.
And they didn't like it, so they brought him back in the third part.
Yeah.
It's not that he said, like, we're not going to do Robin Williams. It's just that Aladdin 2 and Aladdin 3 were direct to DVD.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like, we're not going to be paying for Robin Williams to do a direct to DVD thing. So, I mean, he did come back for the third one. The second one was Homer, the voice of Homer.
Right. The guy that plays Homer on Simpsons.
Yeah, he was the second one. Well, the voice wasn't horrible. It just wasn't Robin Williams.
Real quick, NEEHIGH, how do you feel about the movie? Did it change you at all?
Yeah, you know, it got me a little hype just to see what they're doing with it. When I seen the music, of course, that was all sucked me in right away, you know.
Well, I kind of like more because from what I've seen, it looks like, you know, Will Smith's Genie is going to be really playful, and that's what I'm hoping for. Because that's all I really care about is make sure that this Genie is quick. Yeah. He likes to mess around, he likes to play. That's the kind of Genie that I like.
It's something you have seen before from Will Smith in Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping for.
So if you get Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, you know, you're good. Yeah. If you're going to get somebody like, what was that one dramatic movie he'd done?
iRobot.
iRobot.
I was gonna say, right?
iRobot is dramatic. You could have said Ali. You could have said
Bad Boys.
The one where he had no money and he had his kid.
Pursuit of Happiness.
Pursuit of Happiness.
He was giving up his parts. Somebody his parts.
7 pounds.
Yeah, that's another good movie.
Yeah, 7 pounds.
That was not a good movie.
That was kind of sad. But anyways,
here's another thing as far as my opinion goes, as far as the movie goes. I guess we'll have to wait
and
see.
Go ahead, Drewski.
Wait until we see more.
Go. You haven't spoken enough. Go ahead.
No, I have a high opinion about this movie. I expect a lot because if you watch the original Aladdin movie too, the carpet had character, Jasmine's tiger had character, the monkey had character, Iago had character. All of them were played. They weren't big roles in the movie, but they were memorable characters in the movie.
We all gotta sit down and watch Aladdin again.
I mean, I watch it all the time.
1,000 times.
Yeah, I watch it 1,000 times.
I know all the lyrics.
Yeah, I know that movie.
I gotta watch it again.
I know that movie by heart. Yeah. Okay, well, I just want to put in one final thing because in that Entertainment Weekly magazine, they talked to the director. He actually went ahead and said that he plans on making changes to this movie. So he's going to be doing stuff different. Mm-hmm. So I already knew that's coming. So who knows what kind of, changes he's going to make to the movie, whether it's going to be better or worse. I even heard somebody complaining on social media today that there's a Bollywood dance. And that has nothing to do with the character. So now we're talking about two different types of ethnicities, and now they hate it. So, I mean, people are going to start tearing this movie apart left and right.
Well, you have to realize where Aqraba is. No one knows. It's made up.
Who's the director? Right. Guy, right?
Guy Ritchie.
Guy Ritchie.
So it's kind of like, it's a town that doesn't exist. So where it's located in the map, different cultures mixed in with other cultures is fine.
Well, I think the one girl that was making the complaints about it, I think she felt a connection with the original animated feature, so for whatever reason now she feels like they're stepping on her.
I think
I don't know.
I know. Like for me, I guess I'm expecting what I seen in Beauty and the Beast.
Here, my take on it is that it's not made for you. It's made for your kid. It's made for the kid that you have now, when you saw Aladdin when you were a kid. Now you're going to take your kid so he can see his version or her version of Aladdin.
I disagree. These are called family movies for a reason. It's got to be as entertaining for me as it is for my son because I got to sit through this.
And he has to pay for it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm going to pay for it and not enjoy it. I'm going to pay for just a bunch of slapstick, dumb comedy. No. There's got to be adult humor in it too.
Watch the movie.
Look at Shrek.
Okay, so we did have another trailer that dropped. So that way Drewski can settle down a little.
Calm down.
You guys asked for my opinion.
Batman. Batman and Teenage Mutant Ninja
Batman
Turtles.
versus Ninja Turtles.
Versus.
Yes. And it doesn't look like this trailer is like spread out all over the place. So I don't even know if a lot of people even know about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So for people that don't know, this actually is on a comic book. As a matter of fact, several comic books. I think they're going to do the first iteration of when they meet. I don't know how they're going to explain it. I believe in the comic book it was dimension jumping.
Right.
And
Because there's two different stories. There's two different.
There's two parts to that. Part 1 and Part 2.
Yeah, the first one is, I believe, where the Ninja Turtles come to Gotham,
and then the other
and they help out Batman. And then the other one, the second part, is where Batman goes to New York and helps out the Turtles.
So they haven't really said, but obviously in the trailer they have made mention that they heard of this legend of a giant bat.
Urban myth.
Right.
Yeah. So we don't know if they're sharing the same universe for this movie or
Breaking the fourth wall.
Yeah.
But
so it looked pretty good. The animation looked really good. If they're going to adapt the story, I know the story is could be a little dark, but if they're going to lighten it up, because I know Nickelodeon is attached to it as well. So I mean, the animation looked really good. The comic book was really good.
Yes.
So.
Well, even the characters they're showing right now, it looks cool because they show Penguin, Joker, and who knows? Well, Shredder, of course.
Yes.
So yeah, it looks.
I'm
good.
interested in the fights. One of my favorite things about combining two superheroes in any movie or any comic is that the superheroes, they don't always get along at first. There's always a clash.
Yeah.
So the Batman versus the Turtles is going to be awesome.
And who don't want to see that?
Exactly.
Turtles are classic right now. They're like hot right now. And Batman.
I'd rather see Shredder versus Batman.
Yes, that would be a good fight.
That would be a good
Well,
one.
it's gonna happen.
And then obviously the Turtles versus Raish.
Or the Joker.
Yeah,
Or
the
Bane?
Joker.
I'd like to see the Turtles fight Bane.
I wouldn't.
They gotta fight someone who's physically.
You see,
I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind him going up against having the Turtles go up against Bane. But to be honest with you, because I really like the Turtles, I wouldn't want them going against the Joker because I'd be afraid that they get hurt.
Yeah, the Joker would break one of the Turtles.
Right.
One of the Turtles would die.
Bebop and
the shell.
Rocksteady already killed one of the Turtles.
No, they just.
Okay, so how do you guys feel about this movie coming to DVD and Blu-ray? By the way, we don't have a date, right?
This is the first trailer that came in.
Yeah. So, Drewski, what do you think?
I'm excited. I've always been a huge fan of the Ninja Turtles. Obviously, I'm a huge Batman fan.
Really?
Yeah, I love the Ninja Turtles. The Ninja Turtles are awesome.
You like Batman too?
They're great. The original. Hello. No, but the original Ninja Turtles movie, the live action one, was amazing. I watched it 1,000 times as a child, so it's gonna be cool to see two of my favorite story characters kind of come. But it's not two. It's like 5 from 6. It looks like Robin and Batgirl are in the movie too.
Yeah,
It's
Robin and
gonna be a
Batgirl.
bunch of people. It's gonna be awesome. Even Robin versus a turtle would be epic to see.
Dynamite, what you think?
I'm looking forward to it, especially in the trailer. You see Shredder holding a can of the ooze in front of the Joker.
Yeah, that's right.
So I'm wondering if what's going to happen.
Somebody gets mutated.
Well, it also looked like he was making it like rain ooze, like in the sprinkler system at Arkham. So that could be a possibility.
That would be dope.
But I'm wondering what they would morph into. I mean, obviously, I think you would assume that the penguin's going to turn into a giant penguin.
Well, Joker's a chemist too, so
Well,
maybe
see,
he could throw some hands in on the
Like you
ooze.
say, it's Nickelodeon, so it's gonna be not as dark as the comics. So they might change a lot. So we'll see.
And I'm sure you're looking forward to it, right?
Yes. Huh? Turtles and Batman, you can't go wrong.
Yeah, I was kind of curious about this because it is a Nickelodeon movie. But after seeing this trailer, it looks like some of the fight sequences are going to be really cool. So I've got high hopes. And even though his suit is the really bright blue and gray, it still looks pretty cool.
Yeah, there's scenes where he looks really dark, where you see him in shadows and it doesn't. You can't see the bright blue. And
so I think they're going to do it justice considering he's wearing bright colors. I think
so
it still
far,
looks
DC
pretty good.
really hasn't disappointed with their animated
but I think
films.
they're trying to get kids to watch this. So that's why they're using the new Ninja Turtles and the new Batman.
It's not really the new ones because they don't have energy weapons. They're the '90s versions of Ninja Turtles, from what I could see.
I don't know. It almost feels like every time there's a Ninja Turtle cartoon or whatever, they seem to change it.
Oh, yeah.
Every single time. You know what I mean? Yeah.
No. This looks like it's a little bit. It's unique. It's what it is.
Yeah.
It's got the not the greatest parts of Batman, but a good parts of Batman, and the same thing with the Ninja Turtles.
All the parts of Batman are great.
I think this is based on the
All parts. Even the bat shark repellent.
Club.
Even the bat shark repellent. Don't ever disrespect Adam West.
I actually respect the Bat Club. The Bat Club.
Oh man.
The Bat Club I respect. It was cold in the Bat Cave, and the Bat Shark repellent is just Batman in swim trunks. That's when he jumps.
Sometimes you just can't get rid of a bomb.
I'm okay with the Bat Shark repellent. The only problem that I have is the bat trunks. It's kind of like he's wearing a bat suit, and then he puts swim trunks on.
How about the bat helicopter?
I'm good with that.
I was good with all of those cars.
All those
everything.
cars. Yeah, I'm good with everything.
I have a pair of Batman swimming trunks.
But
There's
that was
nothing wrong with that.
But that was to show kids that you need to wear your trunks when you go out in the water.
I'm surprised he didn't say like, oh, I'm surprised he didn't say like, oh, I have to wait a half hour before I go swimming.
Actually, I thought he did.
Did he?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it.
He did. He did.
Might have.
What else we got for entertainment news?
I think we had another Shazam trailer drop too, didn't we?
Oh yeah, you're right.
Shazam!
Yeah, I think that dropped right after we recorded our last
Get him, Batman!
episode. That was a good trailer.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I mean, this one just solidified exactly my hopes and dreams for this movie.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be. I personally think it's gonna be huge. What do you think? Let's go with Dynamite.
I'm a big I love Shazam. Huge fan of the character. He was first introduced to be like going up against Superman by different Fawcett Comics.
Right.
By Fawcett Comics, and then oddly enough,
DC
DC Comics
yeah.
wind up buying Fawcett Comics,
Yeah.
and they kind of toned it down a little bit on Shazam, who was actually originally called Captain Marvel.
Yep.
What?
So
Spoilers.
and if you guys have the DC app, they actually just released the 1977 Shazam TV show,
The live action.
the live action one. It's way different than what that it
It
has.
looks like Pancho from Chips.
Shazam?
Shazam.
El Shazam.
Shazam.
But he travels in a Winnebago with a character named Mentor, and that's it. He doesn't have a name. He just calls him Mentor the whole entire time.
All right.
Now I just picture him going, Shazam!
He comes out with a mustache.
You want to know what's funny?
Sombrero.
Is that you didn't even have to say that. All you had to point the microphone at NEEHIGH.
Right? Shazam.
You see? That's it.
I'm gonna go watch Shazam.
No, so I like how they're playing up the he is a kid that just doesn't really care about his powers. Well,
He doesn't know, yeah.
he's being reckless with them. It's from what the trailer shows. He's being very reckless with them.
Not powers, it's magic.
So
Okay.
Ooh.
So he does cause an accident. He saves everyone. He wants credit for saving people.
That was dope. That was funny as hell because he was like, dude, you're the one that caused that. But I caught it.
There's going to be a lot of laughs in
it's-
this movie, I feel. I feel like it's going to be a really good, I don't know, it'll be a really good movie for everyone to laugh at, but at the same time, to get behind a character that a lot of people don't know, but can get familiar with really
I see
quickly.
it like mixed with Big, with Tom Hanks.
Oh, yeah, that's how they sold the movie, was
that's
saying.
like, just by seeing all the stuff and being like, because remember, this superhero, like, people don't know that he's a kid with superpowers. So how his attitude has to be a kid. He's not like Superman and be like, oh, I'm going to take this and that. He don't even know what he's doing. So just by everything they're showing, it looks incredible.
Yeah, I honestly think it's going to be game changer for DC.
Well, that's I hope because right now they're riding high off Aquaman.
Right.
But so far, their origin stories haven't disappointed.
They haven't, but the problem is again Rotten Tomatoes.
But okay, but here's the thing. You're right. Like, origin stories haven't disappointed so far, but I don't think DC's been able to pull off a really great origin story where kids will go like, oh, I want to be just like him, except for maybe Wonder Woman. But I mean, that was the very first female superhero movie.
Aquaman now too.
Yeah.
But there wasn't a lot of. It wasn't really, right? Yeah, there wasn't a lot of kids that were coming out saying like, I want to be Aquaman. No, you really didn't see that.
Well, now you do.
You know what? You want to know why? Because it wasn't released in the summer. Nobody wants to go swimming in the winter.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah. If it would have been in the summer, it's kind of like, yeah, I'm gonna go swimming because I'm gonna be Aquaman. You can't be out in the frozen lake. I'm going to be Aquaman.
But I think that's why this movie's going to change everything for DC because just like when Captain Marvel came out, now you've got all these girls that, they see themselves as, Carol Danvers and now they want to be her. And I think because Shazam has that kid-like, essence. Kids are gonna connect with it so much.
It happened with Wonder Woman. Once she came out, there's a lot of females like, oh, I want to be Wonder Woman. So now this is another step.
It's not just kids and women. I kind of want to.
You wanted to be Wonder Woman too for a while.
I am Wonder Woman.
No, but I have high expectations for this movie. I think if DC really stopped worrying about the main roster that they have of the Justice League and focus on lesser known characters the way Marvel did, then it will hit something, because it's kind of like they will not have origin stories that everyone's heard over and over and over again.
Very true.
So with Aquaman, he's one of the big guns that the Justice League has, but he never got any respect till now.
Until now.
Same thing, hopefully, with Shazam. And I even heard, I read something today where they're working on a Dr. Fate.
That's what I heard.
Yeah, that's rumors about a Dr. Fate movie now.
Dr. Fate, which is a lesser known character, would probably work as well. That's their answer to Doctor Strange. So we'll see how that works out, and hopefully they'll focus on lesser known characters and bring them up a little bit more.
True.
I think that's the best way that DC needs to start working right now. Is they need to start, building their characters up. Everybody already knows the main DC characters.
I don't want to get everybody together right now like the Justice League. That didn't work, so let's give everybody their own story.
Yeah, once they build everybody up, then they can go ahead and come back to that. But for right now, we need to build up some characters, because just the Trinities, we need more besides that. But Shazam's coming out April.
Yes.
April 4th?
7th? 11th?
Yeah. It's one of the
beginning of April.
And Aladdin, April also.
Endgame is in April as well.
Aladdin is
at
in
the
May.
very end of April.
Aladdin is in May.
Endgame's April 26th.
All these summer blockbusters are coming in spring. I mean, remember it was summer. It was like, oh, you have to wait for summer movies, and now it's kind of like, here's April and May. And
okay, so Avengers Endgame will come out end of April.
Shazam's at the beginning.
Shazam was at the beginning of April. And then Aladdin, I guess, is probably in the middle somewhere.
I don't know, who cares? Sorry, guys.
Other entertainment news. We're going to talk about, you want to talk about Suicide Squad a little bit?
Yeah, rumors.
Yeah, most
Suicide
of it's
Squad
rumors.
Right now, rumor has not been confirmed, because we just checked IMDb. James Gunn will probably be directing. And
directing and writing, right?
Well, yeah, he wrote it. He wrote it. That was a big thing. So he wrote the script.
And there was also Will Smith is out because he was doing Aladdin.
But rumor is
that Idris Elba.
Yeah,
is that his name?
Idris Elba.
Idris Elba.
Is Heimdall in the Thor movies?
And
Heimdall.
That's what Thor calls him. Heimdall.
And we're finally getting King Shark.
That's rumor.
Yeah.
Rumor.
Well, yeah, because they came up with a bunch of different characters, a lot of unknowns.
It'd be awesome to add him to the roster, though.
Complete unknowns.
He's one on the
Suicide Squad. As far as I know, it's still not confirmed yet.
I think he's gonna go with him. Everybody wants him.
No, you want him.
No, fans want King Shark because he was in a.
Let's take a poll.
No, okay, let's take a poll.
You guys let us know.
Yeah.
Let us know if you guys want King Shark.
King Shark or Killer Croc.
King Shark.
Choose.
King Shark.
Right now I'd have to ask for King Shark.
You don't like Killer Croc?
No, see, King Shark.
It was okay, but I want somebody bigger.
Well, see,
there wasn't enough. Yeah, to me, Killer Croc's like 10 feet tall.
See
he's
what happened?
He's massive.
But he's also evolved.
He changes. You're right.
But there was no tail.
No, what happened?
He didn't have a tail.
No,
that's what I'm saying.
He evolves.
Let me explain to you guys.
No, we're talking here. We're trying to have a conversation.
Let me explain to you guys. They were gonna have King Shark, but the director didn't mess with CGI, so they went with Killer Croc. Killer Croc's not a part of the Suicide Squad.
Yeah, that wasn't done in CGI.
And it was
I like
CGI,
the practical effect.
But he was small.
Yeah, he was small.
Like if Batman fights him, it's like no fight. But if he was big, then it's a Batman fight.
So, I would disagree because Joker's not that big and they fight all the time.
Well,
Penguin's not that big and they fight all the time.
That depends on your artist. Because I've seen somewhere Joker is just as big as Batman.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that Joker is not a fighter.
Killer Croc's a mutant.
Joker's a street fighter. Joker could hold his own against a thug or two.
No,
but that's the reason why
Joker's nuts, which works for him.
That's why he's so skinny, because he can slip out.
No, yeah, it's the same thing with Harvey Two-Face.
Yeah,
not a fighter. He has guns and he has
Flips a coin?
Yeah,
Right.
that's it.
Well, like
Penguin.
It's like Riddler.
Riddler.
He's smart, and you know he don't need
Yeah,
to fight.
so that's why when you're saying like Killer Croc is like not a real match to
No,
Batman, I would
mean,
disagree.
No.
No.
But that-
He means the movie. The movie iteration.
Right, in the movie. That's why I was saying that, like, Killer
The guy
Croc just
eats
wasn't big
goats
enough.
Whole.
I mean, that was the really cool thing about Killer Croc was that Killer Croc looked massive compared to Batman. You literally would be like, you know, he's gonna bite his head off.
Yeah.
But in the movie, I'm like, dude, nah.
Yeah.
It was just a
dude.
a little, and then he wanted to be cool.
Look, gangsta.
I'm okay. I'm okay with King Shark, but it's not like, oh, I'm not gonna watch it if there's no King Shark.
Yeah, that's true.
I really want to see what they would do if they do bring King Shark,
Yeah, me too.
because they've had King Shark on The Flash,
Yeah, and he did.
Oh yeah.
right? And it looks pretty good.
It looks really good.
Looks really good considering. So I'm really curious to see, and I kind of want to have them do King Shark because I want to see them just take it to another level.
And I know who
So that's what I'm
perfect.
hoping for.
It's gonna be
Batista.
CG.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Batista?
yeah.
Yeah, that's. I mean,
Well,
why else would they?
if James Gunn is going to direct, most likely Bautista said he'll follow him wherever he goes. I don't want him as King Shark for the simple reason: if you are going to go CG, you're not going to see Bautista, so it doesn't really matter who it is. All that matters is going to be the voice. So, and Bautista's not very articulate.
Sylvester Stallone.
Yeah, no.
Get
How
out
about-
of here. What the hell is
How about
that?
Arnold?
You want Arnold?
I mean, if
I'll be back.
if you think about it, it could be. It doesn't really matter because even
How about Will Smith?
Get to this. Get the heck out. Stop. Will Smith all gray now?
I mean, look at
Voice.
look at the Juggernaut. I mean, that was Ryan Reynolds, so it doesn't really matter who it was.
That's true.
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter who it is. If you want to do CG, then Bautista. It could be somebody else. It doesn't really matter.
It could be James Gunn.
but
Exactly, because Korg was the director
Or even his
in Ragnarok.
Yeah.
Harley Quinn supposedly is still going to be in the show, right? Same actress. What's her name? Margot Robbie.
Yes.
Yeah, she's still under contract. She's still doing the Gotham City Sirens,
Right.
and I believe she's still going to be in Suicide Squad unless something happens in Sirens that they kind of write her out completely.
Not Cyrus. It's called Bird of Prey, right?
Oh yeah, it's called Bird of Prey.
Really, the one with Bird of Prey?
Yeah, because they're not gonna. And what the crazy thing is, and a lot of people are talking about, is that they're calling this movie Bird of Prey, but they're not gonna have Batgirl.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Well, they're not going to have Batgirl or Canary's in it.
Yeah,
Canary's
Canary's in it.
Huntress is in it.
Huntress and Black.
So yeah, to me, honestly, I think it would have been better. They would have gone with the Sirens.
Yeah. I
and
agree.
had Catwoman and Poison Ivy in it. But,
Probably it was the excuse of they just couldn't figure out the script.
well, it
You
could
know,
be.
who knows?
I mean,
But then
But
they-
in all honesty, they're banking with characters that people would watch.
Yeah, I mean, if it's got more female, they would have called it Gotham Sirens. It would have been better than me.
Well, it has all females.
Well,
The
yeah,
the
but-
problem is that they don't have the right because the Gotham City Sirens are the
villains.
female villains,
And then the
and then the Birds of Prey
Praise,
are
the
the good
Batgirl,
ones,
yeah.
Yeah, the heroes.
the heroes. Yeah,
But it's rumored that they're gonna. I guess they're thinking about or trying to
now,
do a Batgirl film.
That's the thing. Is that like, are they going to introduce Batgirl? Or are they going to introduce Oracle?
Yeah, they could do anything. I mean, if with Birds of Prey, they very well could introduce Oracle and then
Which-
go back and do a
Because she started the
prequel.
Birds of Prey.
Yeah, she did.
She started the Birds of Prey, but she started the Birds of Prey as Oracle.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, it would make sense to have Barbara Gordon in a wheelchair.
But in my opinion, I don't think they should do that because they've already tried doing that. I mean, everybody's still kind of upset that they don't know what happened with Robin because of Batman versus Superman, and now they're probably just going to wash that all away, and we'll never know what happened with that story. I mean, even Zack Snyder came out and said that was Dick Grayson's outfit. So, in a way, I kind of hope that they don't bring in Barbara Gordon as the Oracle, because then everybody's gonna be like, "Oh, okay. So then, where's the backstory? Where, how did she become, paralyzed and this and that?"
Well, that's something they could touch bases even on. I mean, we're having to work with Harley Quinn, who probably has something to do with it, even though in the original she didn't.
Yeah.
But because if you read the Suicide Squad, she's the one that killed Robin.
Yeah.
in the Suicide Squad.
I read that somewhere in her file.
Yeah.
Her case
File.
file.
Yeah,
Her case
right.
file.
It
that,
says she killed Robin.
You know, I mean, if they have a storyline all planned out, then I'd be cool with it. But if they just bring in Oracle and never, you know, talk about what happened or how she got there or whatever, I'll be upset, because then that's just, it leads people into start, you know, asking questions and then they never answer anything. That's the only reason why I say I'd rather they not do it, unless they're going to plan on answering those questions.
Well, it's just a possibility. I mean, we've only gotten one teaser trailer, so
we'll see.
If you want to call that a teaser.
Not even a teaser.
It was like a behind the scenes photo shoot.
No, it was a teaser.
It was a teaser.
Was it a teaser? No.
Yeah, because you want to see more.
Teaser's usually like a song.
it's
Teaser's
not a
usually like a
teaser.
song and the title.
Yeah, that's all it is.
But
Yeah, like
I don't think
That's
that
exactly
was.
what a teaser is.
I don't think that was like an official release of Warner Brothers. I think that was just Margot Robbie that released it, wasn't it?
No, it wasn't released
yeah.
by. It wasn't released by Warner.
Was it?
No,
Yeah.
Wasn't it like on Facebook?
That's where everyone releases everything now. That and Instagram and
So do we have anything else for entertainment news?
the movie's called Captain Marvel.
Capitan Marvel.
Okay, so there's 4 of us here. Only 3 of us have seen the movie.
Uh-oh.
Lame.
Which
Well-
one of you slimy? I'm kidding.
We'll go ahead and give our spoiler-free review since somebody hasn't seen the movie. Let's start with Drewski. Drewski, what do you rate it at?
I'm the one who didn't see it, so
Oh, you
let
saw
me
it.
ask you guys one at a time. Dynamite, what did you think?
That was very well done. There's a couple of changes to the origin. Not enough for me to be like, oh, this is not the Captain Marvel that I enjoy. It was really good. Story was really good. They explained Fury losing his eye. They explained the just so you guys know, Nick Fury loses an eye. That's why he's wearing an eye patch throughout the Avengers. Story was really good. I like the back and forth of the Avengers that we know from the Avengers 1 to what's going on in this movie. Characters look younger, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
And my favorite line in the movie, without giving much away, is what kind of an example are you setting for your daughter? It's probably one of my favorite lines of the movie. But I would watch it. I'd probably go watch it again.
Neha, what'd you think, man?
The movie was good. Story was okay for me. I mean, I watched the movie. It was good. You know,
Okay.
I have different opinions about it. And maybe because
That's why you're here. I'm asking your opinion.
Oh yeah, I mean, it was good. I recommend it, but don't go and thinking it's gonna be like a big Black Panther movie. You know how Black Panther was. It's just a good Marvel movie.
I respect that. All right. AVAZ.
Yeah, I'd have to agree, because I don't think, in my personal opinion, I don't think Captain Marvel was as big a movie as Black Panther was. I actually think Black Panther was a little bit better than Captain Marvel.
Okay.
Black Panther wasn't exactly an origin story. This one was an origin story. You know, this one does talk about how Captain Marvel gets her powers, who she is, talks about her background and all that, and talks about where she's from, what she's connected to. It talks about the villains that she's facing and stuff like that. Has huge connections to Marvel. Don't want to get too much into that because that's very spoilery, and that's something we're going to talk about in our spoiler-filled review episode. But
So she's a Super Saiyan, right?
kind of, yeah. I really can't
Yeah, it's
say it. I mean, that's too much to say.
She's a Super Saiyan. Her hair,
Yeah.
she glows. Her hair's gold.
One of the things
Well,
that
she's always a blonde though.
one of the things that I did like about the movie though is
she's constantly Super Saiyan.
it feels it's different than a regular origin story, because that's one of the things that I liked. Your typical origin story will always show like your hero as a child and how they grew up, and they realize they get their powers, and then they're dealing with it and they're learning, and then boom, they're a superhero. This one didn't do that. It didn't do the typical way.
I've heard
it was
it's more
different.
of her remembering and kind of.
I would say it's 90% accurate to the comic book.
Well, I think they kind of took. Well, okay.
I would say it's about 90% accurate. So if you guys read the comic book,
Yeah.
they went the right way with Carol Danvers.
But okay, I think they kind of combined different, because
There's
there's
a few,
3
yeah.
different, you know,
Iterations,
Captain Marvels or
yeah.
Miss Marvel, however you want to call it. So there's different types of, you know, origin stories, and I think they kind of mixed them up, because the Carol Danvers, from what I remember, she didn't get her powers the way the way Captain Marvel
Well,
gets
that's
her
what I
powers
said.
in the movie.
That's what I said. It's
You know,
90% accurate.
Yeah, Miss Marvel got her powers the way Carol Danvers gets her powers in the movie.
Well, Miss Marvel and Captain Marvel are the same person.
True.
Okay, so
but it's not.
okay.
But,
For people
but
that
the
don't
original,
know, there's two Captain Marvels.
the original
One of
Miss
them,
Marvel had a different name.
one of them in the comic book passed away, and Miss Marvel took the mantle of Captain Marvel along the ways, because for a while there was Captain Marvel and Miss Marvel, so it'd be confusing to have Captain Marvel and Captain Marvel female.
Yeah, because there was one. I think the original Miss Marvel was the secretary for Marvel.
Yeah.
Yeah, and something
That's what I'm
happened.
saying. There was a couple of different twists.
Yeah.
But like anything in comic books, it's the core of the origin usually stays about the same. The details of it usually change. Whether she be a secretary, whether she be a pilot, whether she just be a random stranger at the right place at the right time to get powers, that doesn't matter. The core of how she got her powers, that's what I'm saying, the origin is 90% accurate.
Yeah.
Probably even 95% accurate to the comic book. But I think they did do it justice, just like in any other origin story. They have the habit of tweaking for non-comic book readers to understand what's going on, and yet for comic book readers to...
They give hints and nods.
Just
Yeah.
an origin movie was a good story. You know, like I said, they didn't change so much stuff, but it just... It was too long for a origin movie for her. Just that I feel.
I think my question is can you have more than one person ranked captain in the Avengers? Because you got Captain America and Captain Marvel. Is one of them going to be demoted, or?
Well, it's because you could have two captains. Well, one's from the Army and the other one could be from the Air Force.
Okay.
Which is in this case.
Yeah, which could be in
Yeah.
this case, yeah.
Well, he's what is he now? He's not Captain America anymore. What is he?
I think he's going... I don't know. They didn't really say he went by Nomad.
Yeah, they never really
They
said.
just kind of announced
It's
it.
just-
And
I think that was just more us
He went,
giving him that name.
he went more Steve Rogers than Captain America.
Steve-O.
Yeah.
But the movie was really good. I enjoyed it.
I would go watch it again.
Yeah, it was a really good movie. It was a great origin story.
It was a fun movie. I liked
I would go watch it.
Here's what I want to know, NEEHIGH. Was it better than Venom?
Yeah, it was better. Than
Okay.
I like good parts of it. The story wise, how
What is it? Okay, we can't really go into the spoiler.
No.
But what didn't you like about the movie?
No, because that'll be a spoiler. Like I said, I'll get into it when we start talking about spoilers.
Okay, so what did you like about this? What was like the one part of the movie that
Harry told us it was good 4 times.
the one thing about the movie that you really liked? Because Dynamite already told us that it was the part where
Yeah, that was my
The line.
Oh, I
the
like-
line.
that was
one
my
line.
favorite line of the movie.
yeah.
like
So
the-
so NEEHIGH, what did you really enjoy
I
about the
like
movie?
how he, Captain Marvel and Nick Fury got introduced.
Okay, so you kind of like that buddy cop type team up they had.
You know what? Goose was pretty dope too.
Yeah.
I like Goose.
But didn't they
I'm
change
not
his
much of a
name?
cat person, so
Did you know that they changed his name?
Yeah.
Because
His name
Chewie.
was Chewie, and this one they went with
Yeah.
Goose, which either way
In the
they're still
comics.
co-pilots.
now Dynamite, what did you not like about the movie?
Oh, if you read comic books, you know the war between the Skrull
That's why I want to get into it.
and the Kree, and
Careful, tread lightly.
a war is a war. Any way you look at it, there are people that take it to one extreme or the other. Your side is always right, their side is always wrong.
This is
And
mine.
yeah, so to me in this movie, they portrayed one to be a little bit more innocent than the other.
So basically, you didn't like the scroll story,
Point of view.
or you had issues with it, or you had problems.
Well,
with it.
I'm still waiting on it because they're the Kree and the Skrull are both pretty much backstabbing. So, and this is known in the comic books. Again, in any war, you're always right, they're always wrong.
Mm-hmm.
So it's all on the side, whatever side you're looking at. And I think with this one here, they took one side a little bit further. But when they explained the story a little bit more, it went into the whole refugee kind of aspect of it. And not everyone, because you're part of a war, wants to participate in the war. So I understand that aspect. But that was probably the weakest part. But I really do wish... I mean, they did tap into how bad the Skrulls are and how bad the Kree are. So
I have a question for you guys. Because it does talk about the Kree, which were mentioned in the first Guardians of the Galaxy movie, and that's kind of where we got the idea of like the different races in space. Does it help?
What? They have different races in space?
There's blue people, green people,
Yeah.
all kinds of colors. Yellows. I think there were some yellows in the second Guardians.
Some purples.
A couple Simpsons out there.
There's some ETs.
No, but does it help to watch the first Guardians of the Galaxy movie to kind of get an idea of who the Kree and the Skrull are?
No, because they really don't go into the Skrull and the Kree in Guardians as much as they did in this movie.
Okay.
Well, that depends on how you look at it. I mean, if you watch Guardians of the
I'm
Galaxy,
looking at it from the movie's point of view.
yeah, if you watch Guardians of the Galaxy though, then it can either give you a better understanding of the movie, or it can really confuse you.
Okay.
Well, this is a prequel to the MCU.
Yeah.
So
No,
because it's
that's
based
what
on
I'm
the
saying.
'90s, so I would say that this one here, the only Kree that you really do see is Ronan the Accuser,
That's what I was going to ask.
and he is in this movie, and everything's pre Avengers and everything like that. So they're all a little younger. They're all, for whatever reason, in different points in their life, because obviously it's a couple years or 10 years,
Almost 20.
20 years into the past.
Wait, okay, I think this movie ends
There's
in
timelines
1996.
Yeah,
Or
so-
96 or 94. So then you're about
Yeah, so it's probably
14 years?
It's about 14 years in
From
the
first
past.
Iron Man?
From yeah. So, I mean,
Takes place in the 90s or the 80s?
the 90s.
Okay.
90s. Okay.
Okay, it depends
By the
on
way-
depends on what part you're talking about.
By the way, the soundtrack is amazing. You get a lot of 90s nostalgia. You get Nirvana in there.
I love the 90s.
You get Garbage.
I like
So you get a lot of
Cranberries, maybe?
yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, you get Hole and
Love Hole.
No doubt.
yeah, some No Doubt in there.
Yeah.
But I have opinions on that, and I'll talk about that in the Sport of Fool.
About the the soundtrack.
The song. It's a song.
The song.
The song.
Well, multiple songs, to be honest with you,
That's-
because I've been watching a lot of other reviews. Dynamite, what do you give it out of 10?
It's not a perfect movie. No, I don't think there really is one. But I would definitely watch it again. I really do recommend anyone that has a little girl that has doubts about herself to go take her to watch this movie. It's good for everyone to watch, ultimately. But I would say probably about a 8.5 out of 10.
Wow, that's pretty high. NEEHIGH, what'd you think?
I gave it a 6. And the movie's good. Don't get me wrong.
Wow. Okay.
That doesn't sound like it.
Yeah.
Jesus
You know,
Christ.
it's a good movie. It wasn't my pipe.
It wasn't Venom.
Okay.
You know, just to be honest. You know, maybe
No symbiotes.
No,
Or...
to be honest, I went new to this because I don't know too much about Captain Marvel.
Okay.
I enjoy the movie, but I don't know. I know little things about her.
So then I'll pretty much be coming at it from the same perspective. I don't know very much about
so
her.
I enjoy the movie.
I'm hoping it'll be enlightening, not only just.
I'll go watch it
learn about
again,
her.
but I didn't get that feeling as watching like Winter Soldier. Oh man, you know, got out there, hype out when I got out. You know, it was a good movie. I enjoyed the movie. I laughed. I enjoyed it. You know, but it wasn't like I got out like, oh yeah, it's one of the best movies. No, I'm gonna be honest. I like it. I'll go watch it again, and when it comes out, I'll buy it too. You know, I know what I didn't like and what I did like.
Okay.
This one I went with an open mind, and I like it. Don't get me wrong, I like it a lot.
But in defense of NEEHIGH, too, to be honest with you, I mean, it's very possible that it just wasn't his movie because this movie is a very female-driven movie.
Okay.
To me, I felt if this movie would have came out around the same time, maybe after Iron Man, it would have been probably, I would have thought about it differently. But it took, if you're looking into the movies, how we, you know, the surrounding, how everything's going right now, I wanted to see this movie like around where Iron Man came out. It's just the way the movies are. It's not the same movie as the Marvel movie that they're making now.
The main reason I want to see it is because I want to see how it ties in with Avengers Endgame.
Yeah, and I think he's got to watch it to see how it ties in.
This is a big time, like, unraveling the whole Avengers initiative.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's pretty much, it's like how Fury, how these characters, how Coulson got into, like, this is a good idea.
Not only that, but I got a feeling that a lot of stuff that happened in this movie is going to have to do with what's going to be coming up soon. So, and I really don't want to get too deep into it because it's a little spoilery, but I just got this strong feeling that some of these characters that we see in Captain Marvel we're gonna see again.
I have a
And
strong
there's other
feeling-
things that happen in this movie that are gonna be like recalled in the next Avengers or
I
even
have a
future
strong
movies.
feeling that Goose at the end is going to wind up playing a bigger role than we
Yeah,
think.
that's what I mean. You know, I mean, it could even be the little girl. You know.
Yeah, because she's a hero. She gets powers herself.
I'll wait and see. I'll wait and see.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. Like, there's a lot of stuff
into it.
There's a lot of stuff in this movie
If
that I
keep
think is
asking
gonna.
questions, more is
Yeah,
gonna
and
get
you know,
revealed.
the
So
movie's
I'm
good, and the movie's gonna open up more stuff that when you see the movie, you're gonna be like, oh, this now you know what's gonna happen in the next movie.
Okay.
Just how it is.
Okay.
Like I said, the movie to me, I gave it a good solid 6, and it's a good movie, but it wasn't like something that
It wasn't one of your favorites.
Yeah, you know,
That's cool.
Not because
I
she
can
was
respect that.
not because she was a female. It just wasn't my
Cup of tea.
Yeah, my cup of tea. But the movie is great. Like I said, it's great, and it opens a lot of doors to see what's coming up. You know what the next step for her.
Okay.
Oh, and that's it.
Yeah, that's probably the main reason why they even brought in this movie to begin with, because they're talking about the next phase might go out into
Cosmic.
outer space. So they're trying to open up like, hey, there's this whole nother war and all these other creatures and stuff like that. So that's probably one of the reasons why they did that. I think a lot of the plot of this movie has to do with what they plan on doing in future movies.
So it sets a lot of ground.
Yeah, I just have this really strong feeling that if you don't see this movie, you might end up raising questions.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I mean? When Endgame comes around.
Well, no, I mean, I watch all the Marvel movies.
See, like, to
I
me,
just
like,
didn't get a chance to watch this one yet.
When Captain America came out, it wasn't my favorite movie. I probably gave it a 4. But when the second one came out, it was better. Maybe the next movie, if they ever make a Ms. Marvel 2, I might even like this one better, you know?
Okay.
Yeah, there's I mean it's a good movie. It's a lot of fun. I probably give it a 7 because I really did enjoy it. There's a lot of different things that you can nitpick about the movie. I could tear it apart cinematically. There was a lot of things that I felt were wrong with it. And I kind of get the idea as to like where a lot of these guys were tearing the movie apart, because this is, again, like I said, very female driven. There's a lot of, I mean, this movie is it's a girl movie. Mm-hmm. You know, it's almost like you take Superman and you flip the script. Flat out.
Supergirl.
Well, the Supergirl movie wasn't that great. But this was it's a great movie.
It's a good movie, yeah.
But it's more for women.
Okay.
And I think it just really empowers women a lot more. You know what I mean? So, but besides that, it's still a really good movie. It's a lot of fun. And I definitely think that you have to watch it.
And once you watch it and we talk about a spoiler, then I'll make more sense, you know, how I feel about it. Because, you know, we can't talk about a lot of stuff. So, from there.
For sure.
Cool.
Alrighty, guys. I'm going to go ahead and introduce our next section. We're going to do the Collector's Showcase.
Show me what you got.
I think I'm the only one who brought toys today. So I'm going to go ahead and show off what I got.
Take it away, Drewski.
I have Batman and Joker, but not the way you'd think. I have the Flashpoint version. So I actually have Martha and Thomas Wayne. So if you're not familiar with Flashpoint,
Please let us know.
Let us know.
well, we're all familiar. Flash basically runs back in time, saves his mom from getting murdered, ends up changing everything in his present time. So instead of Bruce's mom and dad getting shot, Bruce gets shot, and Thomas swears to avenge him. He becomes Batman. Martha loses her mind and ends up becoming the Joker. So what I have are Batman and Joker from that timeline, Thomas and Martha Wayne.
So where
Funko Pops.
Where did you pick these up at?
Hot Topic. They're both Hot Topic exclusives. Actually, me and Dynamite here went to a couple different Hot Topics just to find these guys. I really wanted them as part of my collection. I needed them.
Nice.
We hit up a few and we kept on missing them. Oh, we sold the last one a couple hours ago.
Mm-hmm. We actually had to ask, well, is there any way could you search another Hot Topic to see if they have one in their inventory? So that's how we were able to find the last ones.
The Martha, yeah.
Yeah, these are really cool. These are really nice. I've never even seen these Hot Topic exclusives.
Yeah, that's
And then, so Martha's got a hammer.
Yeah, that's one thing. I'm not as familiar with the Flashpoint iterations of them. Obviously, I know who and why they are who they are. But the Martha toy is holding a hammer. I don't know if that holds some significance to the comics.
So if any of you guys read the comic, let us know why she has a hammer.
Yeah, definitely. Because she has a hammer and she also has a kiss.
I was going to tell them, but I'm not.
She also has a kiss mark on her cheek, which is interesting to me.
I think because she likes crafts.
Who uses a hammer for crash?
She's a carpenter.
She's a carpenter.
Jesus.
She likes to
Jesus
hammer
is
stuff. She likes empty hammer.
Can't touch this.
That's what she means by the hammer.
Hammer time.
And you also have a secret Funko Pop.
A secret Funko. Another Hot Topic exclusive. This one is the Dawnbreaker.
Ooh.
So, I don't know if you guys are familiar with the Batman medals, the different negative universes of Batman. But this is what would happen if Batman
Found the ring.
Yeah, he found the ring right after his parents got murdered, and the ring didn't want him to kill Joe Chill, but he ended up overpowering the ring with his own willpower and made kind of like nightmare amalgamations of what the Green Lanterns, what the constructs are.
This one's really cool. This one's even in a black box.
Yeah, the Dawnbreaker's willpower was so strong that he actually even took out the whole entire Green Lantern Corps.
That's awesome.
Now this one just came out this year, right? Because it's even got it's got a Batman 80 years on the front.
Yeah.
And takes up like a quarter of the spot in the back. Batman 80 years, because this year is the 80th anniversary.
Yep. Detective Comics also 1000 is coming out. So
it's another thing to look out for, guys, as far as Collector's Showcase goes. If you're keeping an eye out on the comics and everything, Detective Comics 1000 is something.
1000. Ooh.
You know, that's a really good point on the Detective 1000. So we will be out
at the midnight.
Yeah, at the midnight.
A release.
Yeah, midnight release of Detective Comics 1000.
If you guys are going, let us know what comic book store. Rep your comic book shop and let us know which one you're going to.
Yeah, maybe even send us some pictures of your comic, because they're going to come out with a bunch of different variant covers.
A lot of big time comic book stores are actually going to have their own covers.
Yep.
Along with everything else that is going to be released, like they did with Action Comics 1000. They did several different covers, and each comic book store or several different comic book stores actually had their own covers. So, send us pictures. Show us your collection of comic book covers.
And then for those of you that don't know, comic books come out regularly on Wednesday, so the midnight release will be Tuesday night. What's the date exactly again?
And we're looking at that up right now.
So one question on the Pops. Are they making all the medals, or?
I don't know. I have the Batman Who Laughs and I have the Dawnbreaker.
So there's only 2 right now.
So far. I want the Red Death.
Oh yeah.
If they make all of the Red Death, it's gonna be
that would be cool.
Now,
Drowned.
Out of all the Dark Knights, is the Red Death your favorite?
I think I really like the origin stories on how they're made, because they're super tragic. Tragic. But I like the Red Death because he literally needs the Flash's powers to run back in time to try to save his Robins.
I like the cyborg one. What's the cyborg one?
The Murder Machine.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my.
The Murder Machine.
That hit me hard.
That's without Alfred, yes.
Yeah,
that's where he was Alfred. Oh, and I love Alfred.
That thing had me on
tears.
That
was huge.
Yeah, that had me on tears.
Yes, I agree.
Okay, so Detective Comics 1000 is being released on March 27th. We, Heroes at Large, will be out at Sphinx Comics in Riverside on that Tuesday, March 26th, for the midnight release. So if any of you guys are out here in Southern California, if you guys are interested in going out to pick up that Detective Comics at the midnight release, we will be there. We will be talking with people. We'll be recording live.
Interviews.
We'll be taking pictures, all kinds of great stuff.
If you guys want to come and you don't have the address, let us know and we'll hit you with the address.
We'll be putting it out. Yeah, but we'll be posting.
Actually, we'll put it up right about now. And there you go.
Right. So if you guys want to come out and join us, we'd love to see you.
I know we sound super duper handsome in this podcast, but don't set high expectations.
We have the face. We have the face for podcasts.
Yeah, exactly.
If you see somebody in the store that's like crowding in the corner, in the shadows,
that'll be NEEHIGH.
Yeah, that'd be me. So say hi to me.
NEEHIGH is gonna be over in the Spider-Man section.
Yeah.
Let's put it this way: we're each solid 6s, but at Walmart we're 9s.
9s, yeah.
Well, just look for the small guy. The small guy is me.
But these are pretty cool Pops. I really do like them. I like the detail they have. Pops, you know what? I have my issues with that company, with Funko, but they do really put out a great product. I just wish they were a little nicer at conventions.
I really don't collect a lot of the other Funko products, like the Dorbs and the other ones, like the plushies. I'm really just more. I really just like the pops. I like the way they create them. The big heads, the big eyes. To me, they just look appealing, and they're some of my favorite characters. They have tons of Batman ones, so they're fun to collect.
Let me ask you: out of how many pops do you think you have Batman or Batman affiliated pops?
I have 8, 9. I don't know, probably like 12 to 15, maybe.
All right.
Just Batman.
How many of them have come out of the box?
None. Ever.
Ever?
Well, my son, I buy some of them for my son, so he's opened some, but that's painful.
You have any pops?
I don't.
I have a few pops. I'm kind of all over the place. I know Drewski is a big Batman fan. I just love everything, so I have some Marvel, DC, some pop culture. I have all kinds of different pops, but there's so many out there that are great that I cannot just, collect every single one. So I have to stop. I just picked up a couple different pops, but I mean, I ordered some of the 80th year anniversary Batman ones, but there's way too many.
There's so many good ones,
Yeah,
and you're a big Superman fan. The cool thing about the Superman pops is
There's a
they
lot.
have him, and then they'll have him flying, which is amazing
Yeah.
in all these
Yeah.
different costumes. I think they're awesome.
See, I think I started this year or last year
With
that
pops?
I put pops in. I got like 35 pops,
See,
and it's all Spider-Man. It's Spider-Man.
So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to probably just buckle down and get as many Justice League ones as I could possibly find.
See,
I do have because I was a member of the Collector Corps, even though they stopped it. So I have some exclusive pops in there.
Yeah, I got exclusive Deadpool without the mask.
Ooh,
And then
where
I have
it's just the chin.
It's just
the whole
no,
mask is
he's
off?
burned.
Okay.
And then I have the first Voltron that came out.
Ooh.
So those are the only two.
Yeah, that first Voltron. I mean, that one. I tried to get a hold of one. I couldn't get one. That's hard
Those
to
are
get.
awesome.
But then I got stuck with Spider-Man, and because Walgreens started getting exclusive, and they started coming in with a nice character. So from there, I got 1, 2, and
That's the thing with these. I think we were talking about that last time too. Is that the thing? That's the thing with these. You get Walgreens exclusive, Hot Topic exclusive, PX exclusive. You get a bunch of different exclusives. They're just cool. To me, they're just cool to have. I like to have them up. I have them all on display. So I just.
As a matter of fact, today they called me because I did pre-order a Chrome Spider-Man, and it just from
what
GameStop.
color Chrome? What color Chrome?
I don't know yet. I gotta pick it up
because they have I know they
have
like
a gold,
green Chrome, blue Chrome,
I
gold
think
Chrome.
it's the Chrome and they just came in today. So I thought I had a chance to go pick it up, but I'll probably next time I'll bring it.
So, anyways, guys, I think what we were saying too is that these pops lead us into our verses. In the Flashpoint world, our verses we like to think, or what were we saying?
Well, we were talking about basically Thomas Wayne versus
the
Joker.
Flashpoint, it just gives us a glimpse into a alternate reality, not really in depth. And like Drewski said, Martha Wayne does go insane, and she does become the Joker. And Thomas, who's Bruce's father, becomes an iteration of Batman. He's a little bit more brutal, I believe, than Bruce is. He uses guns. He has no problem using guns. Martha, on the other hand, has an affinity for murdering children, from what I remember.
Well, since her child died.
Yeah. So
another thing that's noticeable too about the Flashpoint world that I like about Thomas Wayne is that instead of having Wayne Enterprises, he has Wayne Casino. They're casinos in the Flashpoint.
Oh, right.
Yeah, they're not.
He's wealthy by dirty money.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, he was wealthy no matter what.
Yeah, because he was a surgeon.
He turned. He had the family fortune, was a doctor, and then stopped practicing medicine. And his idea is have a casino to have all the criminals come to
draw
him.
them out. Exactly.
Oh.
I'd love to see iterations of Thomas Wayne fighting and killing different ones of Batman's rogues. So like the Penguin, Two-Face, obviously in the Flashpoint universe it would be awesome to see, but him, because he's like we said, more brutal. It'd be cool to see him kill these people off.
Yeah, he really doesn't have a problem killing.
Yeah,
that's for sure. That's who this character is. He pretty much beat Joe Chill. I'm not sure if he killed him to death.
Yeah, he beat him to death.
Yeah,
with bare-fisted.
Yeah, he just pretty much beat him to death. And Martha held Bruce the whole entire time and cried, and then that cry turned into a laugh.
Smile.
Yeah, it basically broke her. I mean, she just went insane because of what happened to her child. And that's a really crazy part about it. So, okay, NEEHIGH, in your opinion, if Thomas Wayne was to fight it out with Martha. How do you think that would end out?
Oh, it's a tough one.
Yeah, I mean, do you think? And I hate to do this, but I really think we might end up having to just pick either Batman, Joker, or draw.
I would say the Joker.
I'm gonna have to agree with you. Joker will probably win in this version of
She'll play it smart, like I love you and don't kill me, and then when he's like, okay, I won, and there goes.
She'll play to his emotions.
That's kind of what happened.
Well,
Ultimately, Thomas still loves his wife. She just went in a different route and handled her trauma and grief in a different way than he did. Granted, she didn't start off like that. She was on meds. She went off the meds, and that's when she turned into the Joker. But she was already broken after the fact. So she also did not like Thomas becoming Batman. So that was more stress that happened into her psyche. So as far as this fight is concerned, Thomas's only weakness is the love he has for his wife. So as soon as that hammer drops to the floor, he will hug her, and she'll probably wind up stabbing him in the back.
So in this world, she knows that he's Batman.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think they confront each other a couple times as Batman, obviously as Batman and Joker.
And so her whole thing is, if she's not happy, doesn't have the family that she wants, why should anyone else?
Right.
That's the vibe that I got. Like I said, this the only touch like of the surface of this world. I really do wish they could spin off and
but
go back into.
There is a comic, right, for the story with them.
It's part of Flashpoint.
It's like a one-off.
Yeah,
because when they did Flashpoint, they did multiple spin-off.
Miniseries.
Yeah, one-shot comics.
Well, some of them had one-shots. I believe Aquaman, Wonder Woman, Flash, and Batman had a 3 or 4 part series, and everyone else got like a one-off spin-off. It's because those were the main characters of Flashpoint. So they gave them their own like little mini-series for a while, and then they had the main Flashpoint story. So
because I think even Batgirl, Nightwing.
Yeah, they had like little itty-bitty.
Yeah, there were a couple.
Do you guys know the name of the comic with them?
Batman.
They'd probably just be Flashpoint.
Okay.
But yeah, it'll say Batman. It'll still be Wonder Woman. It'll still be Aquaman. But they'll have Flashpoint, Batman, and Flashpoint. So I mean, they do have them out in trades. You can find them in comic book stores. You can find them on Amazon and things like that. But go to a comic book store. You'll be happier. And they do. But and for me, for this fight, I would have to give it to Martha Wayne.
Yeah, if you guys are interested in reading these stories, the best way to find it is through trade paperbacks. There's still multiple trade paperbacks, so you'll get like 3 or 4 different one-shots in one trade paperback book. But that would be the easiest way, and that'd be the best way for you guys to be able to read up on these stories.
Let me ask you guys this: you guys all have the DC Universe app. Is the Flashpoint comic? Are the Flashpoint comics on there?
They do have some. They don't. Here's the issue that I do. I love the app. The only problem that I have with it is that if it's a series of 4, they'll give you 1, 2, and 3, and it leaves you hanging. Or they'll give you issue number 1.
Right.
Very few issues. I think, like the main, Crisis on Infinite Earths. The whole thing is on there. I think they're just putting Hush on there right now.
Yeah, Hush just came out.
The Long Halloween. They had the Long Halloween, the whole entire saga. But guess what? Halloween's over, so they pulled them all.
Oh.
So, I mean, it's a great story to have. I believe Flashpoint is on there, but it's just the main story. And I'm not exactly sure if it's actually every single episode that's on there. Or every single issue. But this is a versus, so what do you think, Drewski? Who do you think will win in a fight?
Oh, man. I like to think that Batman's the kind of character... Well, Bruce Wayne's Batman obviously always has a contingency plan for everything. Not really familiar how Thomas Wayne would face off against her. I think you're right. I think he would have a weakness for her because that's his wife, because that's his only family left, obviously, after Bruce is dead. So he would do everything in his power to try to bring that back. So maybe I could see her easily stabbing him in the back or betraying him in some sort of way. Him dropping his guard for even just a second could end up being lethal for him. But I think
it's a tough one.
Yeah, it's a tough call. It's a tough call, really.
Now let me ask you this. Here's a good versus that I want you guys to answer. Martha Wayne Joker or regular Joker? Who would win in a fight? Because now you have 2 different motivations. not really the same amount of crazy.
Regular Joker.
But Joker's smarter, and he's been doing it for a long time.
Regular Joker.
So yeah,
it depends on his reasoning behind it. It really depends on his reasoning behind it.
Yeah, but you don't have to put a Joker that's been at it for a long time.
Well, that's the thing is that this is a different timeline. Mm-hmm. So because you just introduced to her, that doesn't mean she hasn't been doing it for a long time.
Well, even too, it could just end up a draw because they both might think the same.
No. Because one, it's a totally different. Like Thomas Wayne Batman will not think exactly the same as Bruce Wayne Batman because Bruce Wayne has rules where it seems that Thomas
does not. It's the opposite, right?
Mm-hmm. So that's what I'm saying. Joker or Martha Wayne Joker?
Regular Joker.
Why?
Regular Joker's got a dose.
I can't really say anything because I don't know too much about this Joker. Maybe if I read something, then I'll know. So,
if you let's go back to. Oh wow! Why am I drawing a blank?
Well, think about it. She wanted Commissioner Gordon to slaughter kids.
Yeah, I mean, in my opinion,
in the book.
In my opinion, I'd have to go with Martha Wayne. I literally think that she would be more lethal. She wouldn't really be because the regular Joker, the Joker that we know of, is more playful. And I think at times he
does it for a laugh.
Yeah, exactly. And so he's doing things just for the hell of it. I mean, he changes his mind on the drop of a dime. But with Martha, I think she's more devious. She's more like she really wants to screw people up.
But I think the main thing about the main Joker,
you know what I mean? Yeah,
she really wants to cause emotional scars.
Exactly. Yeah, because of what happened to her. But she wants everybody else to suffer just as badly as she did.
But here's the thing about the main Joker. The main Joker does it because of Batman. Batman's his motivation. Now, if there's another Joker out there, he's not going to want this Joker getting in on his plans, getting in the way of his jokes, his schemes, his scams, trying to get a hold of Batman. He's going to do what he can to get rid of this Joker. You know what I mean? He can hire some thugs. He can do what he has to do. But the main Joker, take it back to the Killing Joke. All it takes is one bad day, right? So she had her bad day. He had his bad day, but he completely lost it. And at least he has Batman to anchor him down.
But to me, the Martha Wayne Joker is almost like if Bruce Wayne had that bad day. To me, Martha Wayne is Batman gone nuts. You know what I mean? And let's think about that. If Batman did step over the line and killed somebody, and like all the cards were off the table, he would be lethal. Yeah, she would be completely lethal. And from what I've read in Flashpoint with her, I'm like, she's sick, man. She doesn't care about anything. She has no lines, and she really just wants to, mess you up. And I think once she gets her eyes on you, she's not going to let go until she gets her way and she gets what she wants.
But that's with any Joker, though.
No, because I think the regular Joker, I mean, he literally could go far, and then for whatever reason, you could say something or do something, and he'll be like, I don't want to play anymore.
Somebody brought up a fact in an interview that I saw. I think it was a documentary on villains that DC had put out, where somebody described like the Joker will give you $1 million because you liked your shoes. The Joker will shoot you in the face because you liked your shoes. Yeah. So with him, it's more of a flip of a coin. With Martha, there is no coin. Mm-hmm. It's kind of like, oh, you're a parent, you have kids. I'm going to take those kids away from you and let you live.
So then Joker doesn't have any kids. So then what is her threat to this new Joker? She's not going to cause him any trauma. He's already had his bad day. He's already had his trauma. He doesn't really care about her. She's not going to care about him.
You know what she'll take away is going to be Batman.
She can't take that. That's Bruce. There's no way she would murder. She would get rid of Bruce.
But what if the Joker took away Batman from her?
Then
then she'd have a reason.
That's a good one,
right?
That's a good discussion.
So imagine that.
But
the Joker's not going to take away Batman because Batman is what gives Joker his reason.
That's what I'm saying. Is that's a conundrum that they're in. Is that like this is going to hurt her, this is going to hurt him.
Now let's see this story through, because now I already got the story going. Okay. So we've already seen Bruce Wayne go to the alternate universe where Thomas Wayne and Martha Wayne live. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. What if the Joker followed him? And then Bruce comes back, but the Joker stays. And then the Joker kills Thomas Wayne.
Okay, well, she's not really connected to Thomas. Like you said, her connection is more with doing the things that she.
Yeah, but there is a small moment in the comic book where they have like
They share a moment. Well,
Yeah, at the
because
very
Thomas
end.
met Bruce.
No, it's
They
in the
didn't bring that
Flashpoint.
up. Yeah, no, they didn't bring that up about Thomas is alive and he's her son and whatever. I mean, or Bruce is alive or nothing like that. He didn't mention anything like that. They appealed to each other's relationship. They appealed the connection they still have is Bruce, and for whatever reason, she went one way, he went the other. They still have Bruce. So I think he had mentioned something. I think is this what Bruce would have wanted for us to do, for us to eternally fight
Right,
each
to
other.
fight each other, yeah.
And then that's when they had that moment, and I think that's when the hammer dropped,
And then
and they had that.
fade to black.
Yeah. So I mean, they have that connection. They do have that. Now, if Joker does kill Thomas or Bruce, what direction will she go?
Well, it'd be really crazy if Bruce Wayne and the Joker both go to the same universe as Thomas Wayne and Martha Wayne, and all four of them are there, and the Joker ends up killing Bruce Wayne in front of both of them. I mean,
I don't think the Joker would kill his own Batman. I think if Joker did interact with Thomas Wayne,
he'd do it if he thought it was funny.
He might. But he needs his Batman. Joker needs his Batman. Batman needs Joker. Joker needs Batman. They need each other.
And you're right, but to me, it's kind of like, if you think about it this way, now here you have both parents that lost their son, and the joke to him is kind of like, you want to see it again?
Yeah, exactly. That's how the Joker would win. Is he would kill Thomas and Martha, not Bruce.
Yeah.
There's no reason for Joker to kill Bruce. He would kill Thomas and Martha because it would mess with Bruce.
It doesn't matter who the Joker would kill, he would win. Whether he kills Thomas and Martha because Bruce will see him die, or he kills Bruce and Thomas and Martha see him die again.
Well, what's he gonna do after he kills Bruce? Go back to his timeline? Is it just be normal? No.
He'll kill himself and laugh.
He did go sane.
He did. I'm sure he would, but that wouldn't be part of the Joker's.
I think his next mission will probably be Nightwing, just for the simple reason he is the only Robin he was never able to torment.
That's why he hates him, though. But he doesn't hate Bruce. He doesn't hate Bruce.
He doesn't hate Batman. He doesn't know who Bruce. He does
know who Bruce. He doesn't care who Bruce is. He doesn't hate Bruce. He doesn't
care who Batman is.
No, he cares who Batman. Well, no, I guess you're right. He doesn't. No, it'd be an interesting thing to see.
So, what do you guys think will win?
I don't know. The regular Joker's a little bit more with knives. Though in all the comics, he seems to always have like a switchblade or a knife on him.
It's a good fight though. It's a good fight.
Yeah,
we could talk
about it. Yeah.
Let us know.
Yeah, let us know what you guys think. Yeah.
Thomas Wayne. I mean, what was it? Martha Wayne as Joker versus regular canon Joker.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and then let us know who you think would win in a fight, and we'll see. We'll pop this up on our Instagram. We'll have a poll.
Yeah.
And you guys vote and see who would win in a fight, Martha Wayne or regular Joker.
All it takes is one bad day.
That's it. Well, with that being said, this concludes another episode of Heroes at Large. Please, you can contact us on Instagram, Heroes at Large, or on Facebook at Heroes at Large. And please comment, like,
Twitter,
subscribe, and on Twitter.
We have an email.
Let us know what you guys think, how we can improve our show, and be part of the conversation.
Yes.
Let us know what you guys thought about Captain Marvel, who would win in a fight, and any other suggestions that you guys want for verses.
Verses, yeah.
So we're happy with doing also cross genres. Who would win in a fight as far as Marvel versus DC, whether it be Jedis versus DeLoreans.
Villains versus heroes, or villains versus
Jedis versus cars?
Yeah.
He said DeLoreans.
They wouldn't even know what a car is. I'm like, what the hell is this thing?
They know what speeders are. Like, it's
different. They don't have no
the
wheels.
DeLorean floats.
So,
are you kidding me? It looks like a speeder.
Marty or Darth Vader?
Come on now.
I think Marty would.
Yeah, Marty would win. Marty would win. Hands down.
If he had a hoverboard. Throw him through a building.
Manure.
But yeah, let us know. I mean, feel free to reach out to us in all the different ways that you can get in touch with us all over social media. Stay tuned because we will be coming out soon with our spoiler-full Captain Marvel, because there's tons of stuff in this movie that we want to talk about.
Full of spoilers.
And that's pretty much it, right, guys?
Yeah.
So with that, I guess we are out.
Until next time, peace.
Bye.
Love you guys.
Remember to keep imagination alive.
Yeah, do that.
Excelsior!